Hello everyone, welcome once again to the Bolaji Jegede show. On this episode, we will be talking about young people in entrepreneurship. As part of the Vision 2025, where God has been talking to me about Nigeria becoming the best place to live on the earth by 2025, and the things that we need to do. This show seeks to bring young people to the fore and to show what they have done and how they are helping to improve the Nigerian economy. Today, I have on the show a young entrepreneur. I've known him for about 12 years now, and all I've known him to do is entrepreneurship. Actually, we were together at the University of Lagos. Incidentally, he was the first person who I did business with while I was also on campus. With me today is the MD and CEO of Diprimex Consulting, Mr. Adeyinka Adeniyi. Yinka,
Yeah,
welcome to the show.
thank you very much.
It's very nice to have you on the show today to talk to the young people out there about your experiences in business and the things that you have achieved so far in these 12 years you've been doing business. I know you very well. I mean, we were in Unilag together. We did business together, and we are still doing business together anyway. But I want you to tell our people, your concept of entrepreneurship and basically your journey so far.
All right, thank you very much, Bolaji. It's been a very wonderful time, staying with you on this show. And I believe what you're doing is a very, very good thing. My concept of entrepreneurship is actually, an entrepreneur is someone that has actually seen a need in the society or in his community and is ready to meet that need. In other words, entrepreneurship is tied to needs. If you're an entrepreneur and you're not meeting any need, then you're not actually doing entrepreneurship. You're just, just making money for the fun of it. Okay, so as an entrepreneur, you're actually seeing a need and you're meeting a need. So that's my own basic concept of entrepreneurship.
Thank you very much, Inka. That's very interesting. I want you to tell our viewers basically the challenges you've encountered so far in your entrepreneurship journey. Because many people have talked about so many kind of challenges they face, entry barriers, too stiff competition, and all kinds of challenges. In my business also, as CEO of Stone Group of companies, of course, we've also experienced certain challenges in our business. But I want to tell our viewers what are the challenges that you've experienced and how you have surmounted those challenges.
All right, thank you very much, Bolaji, once again. For me, I like to state here, as a matter of fact, first that challenges is what makes champions in life. If you're a champion without challenges, then you're not yet a champion, okay? So we always embrace challenges. We don't run away from them because that is what celebrates you later on in future. So challenges is part of the business, it's part of the entrepreneurship. And so you need to welcome challenges. My journey so far has been a very rough one in the sense that I started very, very early on campus. It's not easy for you to start a business on campus and you're still thriving, up till now. A lot of people believe you were not really knowing what you were doing while you were on campus. But then all through the while, I had a dream, I had a goal, I had where I was going to. And so those were part of the challenges. People don't get to support you. People don't get to embrace what you're coming up with as a new concept or idea. And in this part of the world, most especially, you don't get to see people, especially the older generation. They don't get to encourage entrepreneurship. They don't encourage your gifting as a person as trying to come up with something new. So those are the challenges that we get to face from here and there. People don't get to readily accept your ideology of entrepreneurship. They feel you just have to go and study in school, and after that you get a good job for yourself, and that's just what the life is meant to be. But the truth is, challenges are always part of the journey. They are always stumbling blocks that will eventually turn out to be stepping stones for you to greater heights. Thank you very much.
Nika, thank you very much for this wonderful talk. I quite agree with you. I quite agree with you on that issue that challenges is a very constant thing we face as entrepreneurs. And also, it's very important. Your ability to also surmount those challenges are things that make you different from other people. I mean, you've been in the game for 12 years now. Obviously, 12 years is a long time. You've seen a lot of things happen. You've surmounted them. Today, you are running a very successful consulting company. I know you do a lot of things into health, safety, and environment. Um, that's really very interesting for me. But one thing that people seem to have issues with or they complain about is the idea of funding. Can you tell our viewers and young people out there who are interested in entrepreneurship how you've surmounted the challenge of funding in your business?
Okay, thank you very much once again. Funding has always been the issue for so many people in entrepreneurship. But I'd like to start by saying that if you are in business or you're an entrepreneur, one of the things you keep complaining about is funding. You'll probably not get to move very far. Because the first thing you need to understand as an entrepreneur is that the first point of call is what you have a passion for. So in other words, if you don't have a passion for that particular thing, funding will probably put you off. It will scare you away because people don't readily accept changes. People don't readily embrace new things. People want, okay, fine, let's just have it as a status quo, let's just have it the way it's been dogmatically done. But the truth is, when you come up with a new concept, people don't readily accept it. So when you talk about funding, people don't put down their money into something that they are not sure of. So young people will keep having problems of funding, especially at the early stage of their lives when they are trying to come up with something new. That's why I keep telling entrepreneurs, if you're in entrepreneurship because you want to make money, you will probably not go very far. But if you are in it because you have the passion for it, so even if the money is not coming at the initial stage, which is, I feel is the failure stage of your life, if the money is not coming, you have to keep pushing at it. There will be some day, somehow, when somebody will recognize what you are doing and appreciate it, and definitely the funds will come. I like to state the words of the wise man that says, for every vision there is a provision. So in other words, whenever you have a vision, that is what you should start with. When there's a vision in your heart, when you have a passion for something, the provision will definitely come someday. But just keep at it, keep moving on, keep working at it, and keep pushing on. Funding will definitely be one of the last things that you think of when you are a true entrepreneur. Thank you very much.
Inga, thank you very much for that wonderful exposition with respect to funding. I think it's quite interesting for me and for our viewers out there to see from what you've said that funding is not basically the most important thing for your business. You talked about passion, and I think that's something that drives most entrepreneurs. I mean, I can also tell you because I've been in business also for about 11 to 12 years now, and what has kept me going basically is also the passion for what I'm doing.
Exactly.
Because even till date, maybe perhaps until recently, that we're having some meaningful breakthrough. Funding is always a challenge, but I have realized that through that, I have not really been put down because I keep on, even when I don't get funds to what I'm doing, I still keep pushing on. I still keep pushing on to do what I'm doing. So thank you very much. What do you think is the attitude about young people, and how do you advise them going forward who are interested in entrepreneurship?
Okay, very quickly, I'd like to say to all the young people, don't get discouraged. Okay, there's always a room for improvement. Our environment may not encourage you as at now, but the truth is, just keep pushing on. Don't get discouraged. Keep doing what you're happy doing, and I believe someday someone will get to recognize that talent in you, and definitely it will come out well. That's just it. Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming on the show.
You're welcome.
For everyone that comes on the show, because this is a Vision 2025 show, I present this frame to you so that you put in your office. Every time you remember the Vision 2025, you continue to do everything you're doing in line with the vision, and also encourage people. So thank you very much for coming. It's really a pleasure having you on the show. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Have a very, very lovely time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.